I got absolutely destroyed by the Englund Gambit here recently. Let's take a look. Maya is not going to be happy about this, but I wasn't going to let that stand. So I practiced it, I studied it, and let's see how it turned out. So this game started like many other where I pushed the D pawn forward going for the London opening. Little did I know that my opponent was going for the Englund Gambit. So I just thought, hey, free candy. I'm going to take it, right? Wrong. It's never, ever free. Oh, now I'm happy with life thinking, hey, I got some free candy, right? Nope. He brings out the bishop, eyeing my weak F pawn, right? If they bring out the bishop and they're eyeing your weak pawn, you should always be worried. I didn't think anything of it, and I figured I'm just going to develop the London normally, because I don't know nothing else. And he pushes another pawn. I'm thinking again, free candy. Why not, right? Let's take. No, this was the beginning of the end for me. So I'm thinking, you know, he'll take it back or he'll push a pawn, and I'm not really thinking anything of the Englund Gambit. It hasn't even crossed my mind at this point. So he pushes the knight, and I'm thinking, hey, if you take the knight, that's usually where people mess up, right? So I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm super clever. I can push right here, right? That's not going to hurt anything. Wrong. Now my queen is exposed. So he goes in for the brilliant sacrifice here, which I have no choice but to take. And now he has removed the guard from my queen, in which case I'm cooked for the rest of the game. So me, I'm not going to take that down lightly. So I studied up on the Englund Gambit a little bit better, practiced it. I had to make the mistake at least 5 or 6 more times just to be sure, and then started doing some bullet games. Now these were some blitz games, so your rapid results may vary, but a lot of times when people are trying these tricky gambits, they are doing it in the faster paced games. So I pushed the D pawn forward, going for the London opening again. My opponent goes for the Englund Gambit. Testing time. So my opponent pushes, thinking I'm going to take the free candy. Don't take the free candy. What did I say earlier? It's never free. So in this scenario, I decide to hop in the pony and protect the pawn. If he takes the pawn, I can always push the queen up, which, after all the game reviews that I've done, Stockfish actually recommends this next move. So he takes the pawn, I sack the queen, he has to take, in which case we prepare for a counterattack. What do you think he did? My opponent takes, in which case I threaten the fork here. Pause the video real quick and comment how you think he can defend it. If you answered moving the king here, or actually developing some tempo and moving the knight here, in which case you're defending the pawn, you're absolutely correct. Did my opponent do that? Nope. He pushed a pawn, in which case I forked him and he resigned. So that was GG. Okay, so now I'm feeling arrogant. So I got into another blitz game, and what did I do? Of course, I played the London. What did my opponent do? Played the Englund Gambit. So in my newfound arrogance, I decided to take the Gambit. And what does he do? Of course, he offers some more free candy. But what did I say? It's never free. So I decide to hop in the pony, and he takes, and I decide to take. Now, this is a little bit riskier because now I open up my queen to being attacked. But if he doesn't take on his next move, I attack, and unless he defends, the fork is guaranteed. And what does he do? Of course, he hops in his pony in the wrong spot. I take, he takes, I take. Easy peasy. And that's how you can defend against the Englund Gambit and maybe win some pieces. But keep in mind that your results are going to vary, as this was a higher paced game. So comment below if you've ever fallen for the Englund Gambit, and now you know at least a couple tricks you can use against it. Revenge is sweet. So if you like my content, check out my live stream and consider